In this tutorial, we're going to discuss how to take your Pro Tools session and consolidate the tracks into stems that can be then uploaded to the FTP site, so that way I can go ahead and mix and master them inside of Logic on my end. So what we want to do is we got a session in front of us right now. And the first thing that we're going to want to do is make sure that our regions window is open, so that way you can gain access to all of your regions. But the other thing that we need to do is we need to make sure that each and every one of the tracks start on the 1. So if you notice, we got some, a track here, it's not starting on the 1, another one over here not starting on the 1. So what we want to do in those instances is we just kind of want to draw in a space and then go to edit and then do consolidate region. Okay, so now it creates a region in that dead space there. So we want to kind of just make sure that we got something occupying that space that lines up on the 1. So we're going to do that for there as well. And it looks like that's, so we have these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. And I'm not too concerned about the muted tracks. So the other thing is too is when you're sending files to me, you might want to create another session. You just rename, save the session, and then rename it to something else. Do a save as, a file, save as, and then call it, FAIA's session or whatnot. So just kind of rename that, and then go on in here. And you want to get rid of anything that is not even necessary. Anything that could get in the way or potentially cause an issue. Okay. I mean, we don't need any empty tracks. We don't need any auxiliaries because we're just dealing with stems. So once you have that, what you're going to do is just highlight all the tracks, click on edit, and consolidate region. Okay, now once you have everything consolidated, now I can use them. But what you want to make note of is you want to make note of the tempo, whatever your tempo is set to. Everything is already highlighted, and then you're going to right click, export regions as files. Okay, you can do file type, WAV, 20, make sure it's 24-bit 44.1. We're going to choose a directory. And I'm going to create a folder called 44.1K. Let's just say this is 120 beats per minute. Whatever the tempo is, that's what you need to call it. Okay, so it created a folder with the name of the project and the tempo. Click open, and then what we want to do from here is just double check over everything. Auto renaming, replacing with new prompt for each duplication. Okay, well, we're good. So multiple mono, you can do stereo as well. If you happen to have something with stereo content, then yeah, definitely just put it in format stereo, because if you look here in audio 2, the track name audio 2, that is definitely a stereo. It is a track with stereo program material. So make sure you select stereo. All the other ones will probably be split there too, but go ahead and export it. Okay, now Now that's exported. What you should see now is we'll go to the drive, 44.1K. Now you're going to see all the files in there. Okay. Now everything should be the same size except for the one that's stereo. It's twice the size. So everything else, all the mono tracks, should be the same exact file size as you see here. The one that says 38 megs, that's the stereo one. That's audio 2. So if we go back under Pro Tools, we'll see that that is audio 2. Okay? So that's how you export your tracks as stems. Once you've gone that far, what you're going to want, what I would like for you to do at that point is just to go ahead and compress that folder, that entire folder. And once it is compressed, you can go ahead and open up FileZilla. Which you should already have installed if you've seen my other tutorial. It should already be up and running. And you're going to connect to the FTP site. And then I'm going to go to volumes. And there's the zip file that was created. All I got to do now is just go to a folder where I want the stuff at. And then just drag and drop it on over and say forever, okay? On any connection. And it's going to upload the file to the FTP site. And that's pretty much it. That's all you got to do for uploading your stems to me from inside of Pro Tools.